Many believe that wealth comes from having a high-paying job or a successful business. But what if I told you that living poor could be the key to achieving financial success? In this video, we'll discuss why living poor is important for financial success and how starting from a place of limited resources can pave the way for greater financial stability and success. The mindset of frugality. Frugality isn't just about cutting corners. It's a whole mindset centered on making the most out of what you have. When you live frugally, you're focusing on the essentials, what you truly need, rather than getting caught up in the pursuit of luxury or keeping up with the latest trends. It's about finding satisfaction in simplicity, which can lead to a more meaningful and less stressful life. Living with a frugal mindset helps you recognize the difference between wants and needs. By avoiding unnecessary expenses, you can save money and, more importantly, learn how to manage it wisely. This approach encourages discipline, as you're constantly assessing whether a purchase is truly worth it. It's about making conscious choices to stay within your means, which in turn fosters financial responsibility. Look at some of the wealthiest people in the world, and you'll find many who started out with this mindset of frugality. Warren Buffett, for example, is one of the richest people on the planet, yet he's known for living in the same modest house for decades and driving an average car. Ingvar Kamprad, the founder of IKEA, flew coach and drove an old Volvo even as he amassed a fortune. These examples show that living simply doesn't just help you save money. It can also build the habits and discipline needed for long-term financial success. Learning financial discipline. When you don't have a lot of money, you quickly realize that budgeting isn't optional. It's essential. Creating a budget means listing all your income and then tracking every dollar you spend. With a tight budget, you have to make careful choices about where your money goes. It's all about prioritizing what really matters and cutting out anything that doesn't. By doing this, you learn how to control your spending and avoid waste, which is a crucial step toward financial discipline. Delayed gratification is a concept that comes naturally when you're living with limited resources. Instead of buying something on impulse, you have to plan ahead and save for it. This can be challenging because it means saying no to things you might want right now. But the reward comes later, when you can afford to make a more meaningful purchase without putting yourself in debt. The ability to wait and save is a key factor in building long-term wealth. Practical tips can make budgeting easier and more effective. One simple method is envelope budgeting. This involves setting aside cash in different envelopes for specific expenses, like groceries or entertainment. Once an envelope is empty, you know you've hit your limit for that category. Another helpful tool is using budgeting apps, which can track your expenses automatically and even alert you if you're close to overspending. By using these techniques, you can keep a close eye on your finances and develop the discipline needed to achieve financial success. Resourcefulness and creativity. When you have limited resources, it can push you to be more creative and resourceful. It's amazing how inventive people become when they can't simply buy their way out of a problem. Instead of replacing something broken, you might find a way to fix it. Instead of buying new furniture, you could repurpose something you already have. These are just a few examples of how a frugal mindset can lead to ingenious solutions to everyday problems. DIY, or do-it-yourself, has become a popular approach to saving money while developing new skills. It's about taking on projects yourself instead of hiring someone else to do them. This could mean anything from cooking at home instead of dining out, to building your own shelves, or even changing the oil in your car. Not only does DIY culture help you cut costs, but it can also be incredibly satisfying to know that you accomplished something on your own. Let's take a look at a story that shows this creativity in action. Imagine a student who couldn't afford new textbooks for college. Instead of buying them, they decided to find used ones online, trade with friends, or borrow from the library. By doing this, they managed to complete their studies without breaking the bank. This type of resourcefulness isn't just about saving money. It's about developing a mindset that finds solutions where others see only obstacles. Ultimately, this approach can lead to greater financial success and self-reliance. Developing resilience and determination. Life with limited resources is tough. When you're living in poverty, it means constant decisions about what you can afford and what has to wait. This isn't just about cutting out luxuries. It can mean skipping meals, missing out on social events, or dealing with the stress of unpaid bills. But these hardships can also forge something invaluable: resilience. You learn to adapt, to find strength in the midst of struggle, and to keep pushing forward, no matter how difficult it gets. Overcoming adversity can be a long and challenging journey, but it's often what separates those who succeed from those who give up. Financial success isn't just about making money. It's about having the determination to get through the tough times and keep going. When you live with little, you develop a kind of inner toughness. This grit can be a driving force, pushing you to work harder, think smarter, and never settle for less than what you truly want. Consider the story of J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series. Before she became one of the most successful writers in history, she was a single mother living on welfare, struggling to make ends meet. She wrote her first book in a small cafe while her baby daughter slept beside her. Despite numerous rejections, she persisted, believing in her story. This kind of determination doesn't just happen. It comes from experiencing hardship and deciding to push through it. It's this kind of resilience that can lead to incredible success, even when it seems impossible. Building a strong financial foundation. Living with limited means can actually encourage better financial habits, like setting aside money for a rainy day. When you don't have a lot, saving becomes even more critical because you need a cushion in case of emergencies. Building an emergency fund might seem daunting, but even small contributions can add up over time. It's like creating a safety net to catch you when life throws a curveball, whether it's a car repair, a medical bill, or unexpected unemployment. Debt can be a slippery slope, and it's one of the biggest threats to financial stability. A frugal lifestyle helps you avoid debt because it teaches you to live within your means. If you're constantly aware of your budget and only spending what you can afford, you're less likely to rely on credit cards or loans to cover expenses. By minimizing debt, you set yourself up for a more secure financial future. Investing in your future is another key aspect of building a strong financial foundation. Once you've established a habit of saving, you can start thinking about how to make that money work for you. This might mean putting money into education, which can lead to better job opportunities, or investing in a business venture or retirement account. The point is to use your savings to create opportunities for growth and ensure a stable financial future. By following these steps, you can turn a frugal mindset into lasting financial success. Transitioning from poverty to wealth. The journey from poverty to financial success requires discipline, resilience, and a frugal mindset. It starts with learning to budget, save, and prioritize spending. When you live with limited means, you quickly discover that you need to be resourceful and creative, finding ways to solve problems without spending much. This resourcefulness builds resilience, helping you overcome financial challenges and develop the determination to succeed. Maintaining a frugal mindset, even after achieving financial success, is key to retaining and growing your wealth. Avoiding debt, investing in your future, and sticking to a budget are essential practices. Stories like Chris Gardner's, who went from homelessness to running his own investment firm, show that with the right attitude and consistent effort, you can turn poverty into lasting financial success. That wraps up our discussion on why living poor is important for financial success. Let us know in the comments if you agree or have your own experiences to share. Remember to like this video, and if you haven't yet, please subscribe to stay updated with our latest content. Thanks for watching.